Hi, I'm here with Adnan Javed, aka AJ. He is one of the advisors at Sapien. I want to give you guys a little introduction into what we're going to be doing. Um, every few weeks, we are going to do a series called Meet the Advisors, where we introduce you to a new advisor on Sapien. We're going to have a general discussion cryptocurrency, blockchain, Sapien, its value propositions, so on and so forth. And it's a good opportunity for you to meet some of the advisors behind the project. So let's get right into it. AJ, let me know, how did you get into cryptocurrency and blockchain?
Hi, Matt. Well, cryptocurrency and blockchain a few years ago discovered Bitcoin, as everybody did, I think. And then I noticed, having a technical and a legal background, I noticed the value proposition which blockchain held and the uh, value it could bring to the society in terms of getting rid of middlemen and creating streamlined processes in multiple faceted industries. So that's how I got to know about blockchain. Generally, people know Bitcoin, they don't come across blockchain, but then they discover blockchain moving forward. And that's how blockchain has evolved as well. It was not solely known as blockchain, it came around as Bitcoin, and then people discovered the benefits technically and the applied use cases in many industries.
Amazing. And where were you at what point of your life were you in when you first found out about blockchain? Are you still based now in Australia?
Yeah, I'm based out of Melbourne, Australia. So yeah, Australia is quite progressive in terms of cryptocurrency, in terms of taxation as well. I recall reading Australian Taxation Office's website, and they had submitted something around taxation of Bitcoin back in 2014. So they are quite progressive and forward thinking in that respect.
Amazing. And a little more, what was your specific background before you got into cryptocurrency and blockchain? What was your day-to-day work life like?
Right. So I have been working in the IT telco space for over a decade now. And I have a legal and engineering background. So I have dual qualifications. And law was something which is still being developed, was being developed at that stage as well. So there's a lot of ambiguity and uncertainty around blockchain and crypto and token sales and ICOs. So I got interested from that aspect and the technical application of blockchain as well.
Amazing. And then how did you find out about Sapien?
Interestingly, I was looking at angel.co one day and came across Sapien. I opened the web page. It was pretty primitive at that stage, early on in last year. But I could see through the value proposition, the core value which it brought, because I think one of the first value propositions was fighting fake news, and nobody else was doing that in a decentralized manner or on the blockchain. And secondly, just like data, just like oil was in the last century, data is has great value. So owning your own data is a concept which is being introduced and has been introduced by Sapien and a number of other companies as well. And there's great value once you own your data. So that was something which got me interested in Sapien. I got in touch with Ankit, and we started our discussions then.
Awesome. And then for you, what was the deciding point to get involved with Sapien? Was it making a difference? Was it from more of a technology standpoint? What was the key thing that you said, you know what, I want to be involved in this project?
I think my discussions with the founders and, of course, the key value proposition, Sapien was doing something which was very unique and nobody else was doing. The complete value proposition of rewarding content writers, users owning their data, and providing privacy, fighting social fake news. So the complete value proposition was something which nobody else was doing. So it was a no-brainer for me to get on board. And secondly, of course, Ankit and Rob, they were great. They were quite motivated, these two young fellows. But I had good faith in them after I had my first discussion.
That's great to hear. And where do you see the future for Sapien? Where do you see the future moving with, social networks, tokenized social networks, and then Sapien specifically?
I think people are getting fed up from centralized services, especially social media services. I do see a good rewarding future for Sapien because it's a platform which provides users control of their data, something which other platforms are not doing. And Sapien is challenging their business models because the current social media platforms, they thrive on users' data and marketing and advertising through those, and their revenue chain is based on that. Sapien, however, is providing a piece of the pie to their content writers, their users as well. So there's a revenue share there. I think it's a no-brainer for anybody to get control of their data once provided. I do see a limitation, I think, in the terms of users of Sapien are currently only limited to cryptocurrency users. But as the industry takes shape and the society gets to know more about Sapien, I think a lot of people will flock on the platform.
Definitely. And I think, a huge motivation at Sapien is to take an approach very similar to Coinbase, where we develop the infrastructure to bring the masses on board. So, we would love to see in the future that everyone's first social network experience with cryptocurrency is on Sapien. And introducing, like you just said, once people have an option to control their own data, and then they have the option to be rewarded for their contributions to the network, I think a tokenized social network like Sapien is a no-brainer. I agree with you 100% there. And then just to wrap it up, if you want to just tell us a little more about a few other projects you're working on. I know you're involved with ETHLend, which is another incredible project, and just where you see your personal career in cryptocurrency and blockchain going, and where would you like to be in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think I've been working quite a lot with community projects, and they've bloomed and grown, as you mentioned, at ETHLend. I'm working with a number of other projects as well in real estate, in democratized voting, in some sort of exchanging atomic swaps as well. So I do see value in blockchain applications coming to life, which we are seeing through ETHLend, through Sapien as well. I think moving forward, I would like to work more on strategy of blockchain applications, collaboration, how to bring them together, how to create a unique value proposition through multiple projects, and kind of package them for the society to provide benefit.
Awesome. Well, AJ is one of our earliest advisors. He has helped so much with the project, and we're just getting started. So many exciting things coming in the future. AJ, thank you for taking this time to do the first segment of Meet the Advisors, and we'll see you around in the chat.
Thank you, Matt. Pleasure.